Hi, I'm Mike, and this is a hot movie review. So today I'm going to review the movie Star Wars: The Last Jedi. But first, I'm going to eat this really hot pizza. I got this pizza here at Pizza. I just tried to order the hottest stuff that I could. So on this pizza here, I got some jalapenos, hot banana peppers, and roasted red peppers. I also got hot sauce instead of tomato sauce. And for the free throw-in toppings, I got some chili pepper powder, some hot sauce, and some barbecue sauce. So I think that's the hottest toppings I could get on this pizza. Also for a dipping sauce, I got some Frank's Red Hot. So this is the hottest pizza they got. I don't know if it's going to be really that hot, but I'll give it a try. Alright, here's a few slices here. Let's just give it a try and see. So Pizza, it's a pretty popular pizza place here in Canada. I don't know if they have them in the States or not. I don't think so. Good thing about Pizza is they have this new dairy-free cheese. So it's a great place to order if you're vegan. So yeah, if you're vegan, give it a try. It's not really very hot at all. Let's try this dipping sauce here. It's not really too hot at all. So the hot pizza, it's a little disappointing, so I went and got some real hot sauce here. Got Exhorresco. Might have seen it in one of my other videos that I did a review. It's Exhorresco by Burns McCoy. A lot of people say this is the hottest all-natural hot sauce that you can get. I'd agree with that. I don't think I've had one that's hotter. Let's put a bit on the pizza here. See if that livens it up a little bit. Yeah, that makes it a little bit hotter. I'd say it's pretty good pizza, like for delivery pizza. It's just it's a little disappointing that it's not like crazy hot. The Exhorresco helps out a little bit. Actually, after adding that Exhorresco, my mouth is burning a little bit, but pizza was a little disappointing at first. It's good pizza. It's just not hot. It's not hot enough, I guess. Be good just to get some toppings that I like next time. Just put some hot sauce, some of my own hot sauce on it to heat it up. So that brings me to Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I thought the heat on that pizza was a little bit disappointing, but let me tell you, Last Jedi, it was really disappointing. I was so excited because I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars movies, and I was so excited to go see it. There were some people that said they weren't really too keen on The Force Awakens, but honestly, I thought it was a great movie. It had all the throwback stuff that you wanted to see in a Star Wars movie. And it also brought these new characters in that you cared about. You wanted to see what was going to happen with Finn and Rey and Poe. And even BB-8, he was kind of cute. I was really looking forward to this series. I thought, Star Wars was back. They're going to do like great things. And then I'm pumped to go see it in the theater. And I go there, and it's just a piece of crap. Like, it was just terrible. It seems to be getting decent reviews, but really, like what are the critics thinking? Just gonna give a little spoiler alert here. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you're gonna go see it. You might want to just stop here, come back, watch this video after you've seen the movie, because in order to talk about what really upsets me about this movie, I gotta get pretty specific. So spoiler alert, just hit pause or just go away. Just get away from your computer. Just don't even look. If you're watching on a phone, just turn it off, walk away. The worst part about the movie is there's so many things that get set up and then they just don't pay off. Like, there's no payoff. And what makes it even worse is they take things that were set up in The Force Awakens and they just wreck it. The payoffs are either there's no payoff or they just ruin it. Like, it's just terrible. So one thing, Finn, he's a character introduced from The Force Awakens, obviously. Like, he goes off on this crazy adventure with this new character, Rose, that, like, has nothing to do with, like, anything else, really. Like, it's kind of like a little side mission he goes on to this crazy casino planet thing. And then, he's got to find this hacker. So Finn and Rose have to find this hacker to come back to stop, like, the First Order ship from wrecking the Rebel ship. And then it doesn't go anywhere. They don't, like, after they go to this planet and get this guy, then they end up just getting caught and it doesn't matter. It wasn't even the Rebels' main plan. Like, it was just some extra plan tacked on. Like, it really felt like they didn't have anything for Finn to do in this movie. I guess because him and Rey were buddies in the last movie, and then Rey is off getting, like, trained by Luke, so what's Finn gonna do? I don't know. So they just made up some stupid wild goose chase for him to go on, basically. What sucks too is they had set up so many good things in The Force Awakens that they just ruined in this movie. So for one, like, there's so much mystery about Rey's parents. Like, you're like, who is Rey? Like, who are her parents? Like, they don't really show them in The Force Awakens, so there must be some kind of mystery. Like, is she somehow related to the Skywalkers or the Solos, or is she a Kenobi? Like, what's going on? And then in this movie, they just throw that out the door. They're just like, oh, guess what, Rey? Like, your parents are nothing. Like, you're just a nobody. So, like, what's that all about? Like, come on. Like, you set it up, everybody gets excited, and then you just, like, let us down. You let Star Wars fans down, pretty much. So there's so much mystery about Snoke in the last movie. There was all kinds of rumors, like, is he really Darth Vader? Is he the Emperor? Is he somebody else? Like, who is this guy? Like, there's no backstory to him. You don't know. Like, that's gonna, like, it just knew it was gonna reveal itself in the next few movies. Guess what? Sorry, spoiler alert again, but Snoke dies. Like, he just dies, and like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, who cares where he's from? Like, he just dies. It really reminds me of Star Wars Episode 1, when you see the trailers and you're like, Darth Maul, he looks badass. He's gonna be like the star of these new movies, like these new prequels. And then he has like 2 lines in the movie and then dies. So it's just like, it doesn't even matter. Like, all this mystery that could be behind this character is just thrown out the window. Like, it just doesn't even matter anymore. Also, Snoke seems like he's in charge of the situation when he's got Rey, like, under his control. He says he knows what Kylo Ren is thinking, and then Kylo Ren just, like, kind of dupes him, like, so easily, and then that's it. Like, come on, Snoke. Like, what are you thinking? Like, I thought you could read Buddy's mind. Like, come on. Also, General Phasma, she's set up to be... I thought that she was going to be a big character in these movies, too. There's not really much to her in The Force Awakens. Like, she's got this cool, like, gold suit, and she seems all tough and badass and everything. You're like, okay, like, this is a character that's gonna unravel itself in this new trilogy. And then guess what? She just dies too. Just falls off a cliff. Like, come on. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you just throwing these, like, great characters, like, just out the window? Like, you're just trashing them. You're just trashing these characters. Alright, so that also brings me to the writer-director, Rian Johnson. So, why is this guy doing a Star Wars movie? Like, how did he get put in charge of Star Wars? Like, doesn't everybody want to do a Star Wars movie? Can't you get the best directors to make a Star Wars movie? Like, Ron Howard hasn't done a lot of good movies in a while, but he's a legendary director. He's doing, like, a Han Solo movie. You got J.J. Abrams doing Star Wars movies. So why is this Rian Johnson guy doing a Star Wars movie? Like, couldn't you get, like, anybody else to do a Star Wars movie? Like, there's got to be people lining up to want to do this. And then you got the dude who did, like, Looper. Like, this isn't a review about Looper, but Looper, it's a terrible movie. There's, like, so many plot holes in that movie. Just, like, it seems like they didn't really think it through, like, how, you know, the time travel aspect of it. But anyway, I'm not going to get into it. So, the guy's done, like, Brothers Bloom. It was, like, an alright movie, but I don't know. Brick, I didn't see. I heard it's good. But yeah, the guy's done three movies in the last, like, 12 years or something like that. Also Princess Leia. So we all know that, unfortunately, it was really sad that Carrie Fisher died after filming this movie. So you kind of know she's not going to be in a third movie. So why didn't she die in this movie? Like, there was a pretty obvious part where it looked like she was going to die, and she comes back. Why didn't you just leave her dead? And it would have been really sad. It would have been, you know, it would have been a good moment for her character to die, really. And, you know, like, Kylo would be, you know, maybe Kylo would feel more pain about that, because, you know, he was reluctant to fire at Princess Leia, and then if she just died anyway, then, you know, it would kind of add a bit to that character. Also, what's up with the slowest chase ever in film history? So you got, like, the Rebel ship, like, basically running out of gas for the whole movie, and the First Order ship, like, chasing it, and it's pretty much the whole movie. It's like 2.5 hours of these two ships, like, pretty much just, like, going as slow as you can in space. Like, they're not going into, like, warp speed or anything. They're just going, like, super slow. And it takes the whole movie for this to, like, resolve. Like, I don't know. It just seems kind of ridiculous. Also, it seems like they kind of butchered the character of Luke Skywalker in this one. You know, it seems like he's pulling a Yoda. Like, when Yoda sees that the Jedi are fallen, he just goes and takes refuge on a planet. Or even Obi-Wan. Like, he takes refuge on a planet, but then they were able to redeem themselves by teaching Luke these things. Luke, he goes and takes refuge, and then he doesn't even want to train Rey. He does a pretty shitty job of training her, really. And then he comes back as basically, like, a hologram to try to dupe Kylo Ren. He's like, well, Kylo, I don't care if you kill me. Like, that's just gonna mess you up. Like, you're gonna have that guilt on you anyway. And then it turns out he's just a hologram, but he ends up dying anyway. Why not just have him go there and let Kylo Ren kill him, and then that's on his conscience, and then it's the same outcome anyway. Like, Luke's dead either way. And what? Like, how did he even die? Like, he overexerted himself making a hologram? Like, come on. Like, it just seems kind of ridiculous. Alright, so, things I did like about the movie. It was kind of weird that Yoda was in the movie, but I kind of liked how they animated him. Like, he looked more like a puppet Yoda from the original trilogy instead of CGI Yoda. He was kind of funny, but I don't know, he wasn't really necessary to the movie. I like the action scene at the beginning of the movie where Poe's taking out the cannons on top of the First Order ship. I thought it had great action, and it was a real good pump-up scene to start the movie off with. I was pretty excited. It got me pretty pumped for the movie, but then it was just really downhill from there. Also, when Rey and Kylo Ren were taking out Snoke's guards, that was a pretty cool scene too. There were some awesome lightsaber battles then. So it really, truly pains me to say this, because I love Star Wars movies, but I have to give this movie a 2 out of 5 rating. It's just, they just ruined it, man. Like, it was just bad. And I was really excited to see this movie, and they just let me down. And I really hope that they can fix this somehow in a third movie and make this a decent trilogy, but I really have low expectations now after seeing this one, whereas my expectations were pretty high after seeing The Force Awakens, so yeah, it kind of sucks. But anyway, thanks for watching this hot movie review. Please subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you.